My family, today I want to tell you about my mess. I hope you can understand it from my experience and not be confused like me. My name is Zixi, and this story started a long time ago. My husband and I have been married for a while, and our relationship was pretty good at the beginning. But my husband is too aggressive and always makes trouble outside. He quarrels with this person today and conflicts with that person tomorrow, offending many people. I am always worried, afraid that he will cause a big trouble. However, he has a very good buddy. Let's call him Ake Yang. Ake Yang is really a man of great ability. No matter how big a mess my husband makes outside, he can always find a way to solve it. My husband almost got into a fight with someone outside because of a small matter. The other party also called a group of people, and it seemed that he was going to suffer a big loss. I was so scared at the time that I called Ake Yang. After Ake Yang knew about it, he rushed to the scene without saying a word. I don't know what method he used, but he sent those people away with just a few words and then sent my drunk husband back home. Since then, I have had a very good impression of Ake Yang. Every time he came to my house, I would entertain him warmly, thinking to myself, thanks to such a good buddy, otherwise my husband would not know how much trouble he would cause. Once, my husband had an argument with someone outside again. I was so anxious at the time, and I had no choice but to call Ake Yang again. Ake Yang arrived quickly as usual, handled the matter properly, and then sent my husband back home. After he settled my husband, he came out of the room. I thought he was going to leave, so I went to open the door for him. But who knew? He suddenly hugged me and scared me. He looked at me and said seriously that he had liked me for a long time. He said that he was embarrassed to express his feelings to me because of my husband. He felt that my husband was always causing trouble, like a person who could not help the wall with mud, and I would never be happy with me. I was very surprised when I heard it. I didn't expect him to say this to me. But to be honest, I had a crush on Ake Yang in my heart. When he confessed, I agreed in a rush. Since then, things have become more and more strange. My husband seems to get drunk more and more often. Every time he gets drunk, Ake Yang takes him home. Sometimes it's too late, and Ake Yang just stays at our house. I wondered what happened to my husband. Although he loved drinking before, he didn't drink so often. Moreover, every time Ake Yang took him home, my husband seemed to be drunk and didn't notice anything about what happened between Ake Yang and me. I began to wonder if my husband did it on purpose. Did he know that Ake Yang liked me a long time ago and deliberately got drunk to create opportunities for us? But I'm not sure. I asked Ake Yang, and Ake Yang said he didn't know what was going on. I was very conflicted. On the one hand, I felt sorry for my husband. After all, we were husband and wife. Although he had many problems, he was still good to me. But on the other hand, I couldn't give up my feelings for Ake Yang. Ake Yang is really good to me. When I am with him, I can feel a different kind of warmth and thoughtfulness. I also thought about confronting my husband, making things clear, and then divorcing him and being with Ake Yang openly. But I was afraid that my husband would not be able to accept it. After all, he and Ake Yang have been good friends for so many years. If I do this, he will be so sad. Moreover, I am also worried about the eyes of people around me. I don't know how others will see me. I try to return to my family, break up with Ake Yang, and live a good life with my husband. But every time I see Ake Yang, I can't bear it. Ake Yang's eyes are full of affection when he looks at me, and I really can't bear to hurt him. In this way, I have been wandering in entanglement and pain, not knowing what to do. Once Ake Yang and I were on a date outside, and when we came back, we happened to meet my husband. I was so scared that my heart almost jumped out, thinking that my husband would definitely be furious and fight with Ake Yang. But unexpectedly, my husband just glanced at us lightly, and then turned and walked away as if he didn't see anything. I was even more puzzled at the time. What did my husband mean by this? Did he really not notice, or was he pretending to be confused? I wanted to have a good talk with my husband, but every time the words came to my lips, I swallowed them back. I was afraid to face my husband, afraid that he would be angry and sad after knowing the truth. I also didn't know how to tell Ake Yang to let him give up this relationship. After all, he really liked me. I am now living in a daze every day. I have no mood for work, and my life is a mess. I look at myself in the mirror and I almost don't recognize myself. How did I become like this? I really regret why I was so impulsive and agreed to Aik Yang's confession. If I could control my feelings, I would not be in such a dilemma now. I thought about leaving this city, leaving my husband and Aik Yang, and starting a new life. But I couldn't bear to leave. I couldn't bear to leave the relationship between my husband and me for so many years, and I couldn't bear to leave Aik Yang's kindness to me. I feel like a bird trapped in a cage and I can't fly out no matter how I fly. I also talked to my good friends, but they couldn't give me any good advice. Some people said that I should divorce my husband quickly and be with a Qiang, so that I can at least be worthy of my feelings. Some people also said that I should return to my family. After all, my husband is the one who has lived with me for so many years, and I can't give up the whole family because of a momentary impulse. I really don't know who to listen to. I lie in bed every night, tossing and turning, unable to sleep with all these things in my mind. I can't think of a solution, and I feel like I'm about to collapse. I don't know how long this state can last, and I don't know what I should do. I am really confused and helpless. Who can help me? I know that my current behavior is very immoral and hurts my husband and Day Qiang. But feelings are really hard to control. I hope my husband can forgive me, and I hope Heik Yang can understand me. I really don't want to lose any of them, but I also know that this is impossible. I have to make a choice, but this choice is too difficult for me. I am now in agony every day. I don't know how to face my husband or Heik Yang. I really regret what I did. I want to make up for my mistakes, but I don't know how to do it. I hope time can go back and let everything return to the starting point, but I also know that this is just my fantasy. Family members, what do you think I should do? If you were in my situation, what would you choose? I really hope to get your help and show me a way out of this painful abyss.